It's adversarial. The two sides are facing each other and facing off against each other much of the time. There are 650 members of Parliament. They can't all get in there sitting at the same time. There isn't room for 650. More room. But Winston Churchill was determined that it should be restored utterly to the last little carpentered detail. Those are the four arms of government. Most of them interconnected in some way. We don't have a strict separation of powers, but then nor does America. And again, there isn't room for all of them, because there are more than 800 peers of the realm, or lords and ladies. It's all very gilded, all very fine, and they're all sitting in their ermine robes. Of course, there are other players in the game of politics, and all three of the major channels, BBC, ITV and Channel 4, have a duty in law to be balanced, not to have any manifest bias politically. Reminded somebody of the mobile telephone of its day. The tallest one altogether is called the shard, because it's like a shard or fragment of glass. I don't know where that comes from, why it's red, but I certainly live on a hill. But then you're on a hill in most places in Wales. No, I'm never going to learn a language. My wife has. She spent 4 years at classes to learn Welsh. And your point, and it's understood, that's all that's necessary. It doesn't matter too much if you've left the S off the third person singular. It will if you are writing, of course. Then it does matter to a certain extent. But I think there's no place for purism in language teaching and language learning and language use. In a song and dance out of it. From that, yes. I mean, in a way, it's logic, isn't it? You've got two things. How different is this from that? Not to that. Okay, it was always overconfident. His trouble is he's overconfident. Overly is horrible. It's American. We don't need two haves, because we're sending the verb back twice as far as it needs to go. I would have liked to be there is all we need. I would have liked to be there. We'll try and find the answer. Thank you. That's a personal hate of mine. Okay, past might have been better. There's something else that's not quite right about that, though. The time couldn't have gone quicker. Is that a criterion for judging it? Are they the criteria for judging it? We left our luggages at the airport. We're not taking part in this campaign. That would be all right. But we're not wanting another verb altogether, really. We're not participating in this campaign.
Thank you for turning up and giving yourself the opportunity to listen to a lecture by a native speaker, by our good friend who's been visiting the college and our department, English department, for years and years. I would say like about 15 years. And we really look forward lectures every year.
Noisily. And the people listening are looking rather bemused, looking as if they're not sure what part to play in this debate. It doesn't look like a debate, it's a shouting match. I myself find it very difficult to listen to believe case and to sympathise with it. I find it very difficult to be open-minded about it anymore, or before the referendum. I took my... And, well, there's a little example of an argument consisting of two reasons. It damages the health of a smoker, and secondary smoking can be a killer too. So, conclusion, it is right that smoking in public is banned. I suggest that all knowledge starts with a question, and all any counter proposals. I'd be very happy to hear your comments or questions, but I'm not counting on it because it very seldom happens that there are questions, but there may be if you have any.